Hi, I'm Tammy Kling, and today we're talking about content. So no matter who you are, whether you're a CEO or an entrepreneur or a speaker, there's 3 ways to deliver content, and it's very critical. This is a process that we have developed that you will not find in journalism school. I went to college at the University of Florida, majored in journalism, but it wasn't until after 107 books with thought leaders, world changers, celebrities, CEOs, athletes, and entrepreneurs that I actually got this crystallized in my brain. And one day I drew it out on a napkin, and we use this today with every corporate client, and we use it with every entrepreneur and world changer. Okay, so here it goes. You ready? Content. Web, book, speaking. Web could mean your website, blog, your corporate content, presentations, anything that you want to put online. Your book is your corporate brand or your individual personal brand, your book that's going to sell your business. Because if you don't have a book, your competitor does. Something to think about. Speaking, no matter who you are, you're a speaker and you're delivering a presentation, whether you're an entrepreneur, a CEO, no matter who you are, you're a speaker. But if you're a speaker on stage, these elements apply because your content should be delivered in this way. So there's 3 elements to content. When I'm coaching someone through a book, I make sure I tell them that building a book is just like building a house. When we build Jennifer Bagley's book, we go through the process of looking at it just like we'll build a house. When you build a house, there's our little house. The first thing you build is the foundation, okay? So there's 3 steps in a book. And remember, this applies to web and to speaking content. Whether you're creating a speech, whether you're creating a video, or whether you're creating a great, powerful website, there's 3 sections. 1, 2, 3. A beginning, a middle, and an end, okay? So the foundation of the house is step 1. You're pouring the concrete. You're setting the foundation. If you've ever built a house before, you know what that's like. It's bare bones. You're starting on the dirt. So that's step 1, okay? Step 2 in the process is you're putting up the walls of the house. You're framing it. In step 3, just to keep it simplistic, step 3 is when you're actually putting in the decorations and the furniture and the paint, and you're putting in the finishing touches, okay? So if you're looking at the building a house analogy, there's 3 steps: the foundation, building the walls, and then the finishing touches. So in every aspect of content, whether you're building a website, a book, or something for speaking, there's 3 steps. Those 3 steps are so simplistic for you to think about. There's a beginning, a middle, and an end. Okay, so we're going to say step 1 is the beginning, step 2 is the middle, and step 3 is the end. And what does that mean? So think about your life. In your life story, you're born this infant with a blank canvas. That's your beginning. And then there's the middle of your life. That's the heartbeat of your story. And then there's the end. Okay? Do you finish strong? What's your legacy? Okay? So each one of us has these 3 elements. And when I'm coaching someone, whether it's a corporation, a CEO, or somebody in our network, what we do is we coach them through these elements of content. So whether you're making a video, or whether you're doing a website, or whether you're going out on the stage in front of 10,000 people, you have to remember with clarity that there's a beginning, a middle, and an end. Okay? Now, step 2, let's go to the next module, which is all about how do you develop the specific content. Okay? So we've already established that in the content there's a beginning, there's a middle, and there's an end. In the book process specifically, the beginning of the book consists of 3 chapters. And I always outline this for authors so that they can see that it's not so overwhelming, okay? So in section 1, in this first section where we're pouring the foundation, we have chapter 1, 2, and 3. In these chapters, this is the foundation of the entire book. And no matter what you do, you're the expert in your field. No matter what product you sell, no matter what service you deliver, you're the expert. So you shouldn't have to try to figure out how to write a book. So if you do create a book for your business or your brand or your personal legacy, these chapters in this first section, 1, 2, and 3, are the very foundation. And the way to organize your thoughts around that is in the beginning, in the foundation, what do we tell the reader? What do we tell the audience? Let's say I'm giving a speech and you're going out and there's thousands of employees that you need to talk to. What do you tell them? Okay, in this foundational section, you have to answer 3 questions. Okay, and that is, who am I? What do I do? And why should you care? And the why should you care simply means to your audience or your reader, why should I read this content or listen to you speak? Okay? So in this beginning section, this is where we're pouring the foundation, we're capturing the audience, and we're establishing credibility. Remember, the foundation has to be strong, right? You want to build your foundation on rock, not on sand. And it's all about credibility. And then today, everyone wants one more thing, which is authenticity. They want you to be real. Remember, we live in a reality TV nation. They want you to be real, okay? They'll give you a lot of grace for mistakes, so be real. Section 2, whether it's a book or a speech or any kind of content, is the heartbeat of the story. If I'm coaching someone through a book, I say this is chapter 4, 5, 6, and 7. Section 2, just to keep it simple for you, is the heartbeat of the story. This is your entire life. If we were telling your life story in a book, section 2 would be just a compilation of everything you went through. Maybe it was your first kiss or your first job or your first heartbreak. You know, all of that, whether it's pretty or not, would go in section 2. If you're a business owner, maybe it's how you struggled to start your business. Maybe it's your first sale. Maybe it's the first big contract you had. In this area, that's the heartbeat of your story. I've written a lot of corporate books, and sometimes corporations will come to me with a mission. Dial CEO. They came to us and said, we have a goal to sell the company. Okay? So what we did in this section, in section 2, was created a corporate story. The culture of Dial. Who is Dial? Because we wanted a prospective buyer to be able to read the book and have an idea about the culture of the company. Finally, we've got section 3, okay? Remember, every story has a beginning, a middle, and an end. And in this section, in section 3, is going to be the final chapters. So if you're writing a book, it's chapter 8, 9, 10. It's the end of the story. Now, how is this end section different than the middle? So remember, we've got the beginning, which is the foundation. We've got the middle, which is the heartbeat. You can just throw all your content in there. And then we've got the end, which is all tactical. So you don't want to leave your audience with questions. If you're speaking on a stage and you're an entrepreneur or a CEO and you're delivering a message, or if you're delivering a message to prospective clients, you don't want to leave them with questions. You've just given them so much information. You need to inspire a call to action. It's the same way with a book, a video, a website, or a speaking engagement. It's all the same. So whether you're a writer whether you're presenting a video, whether you're a CEO or an entrepreneur, it's all the same. Remember, 3 things, and you won't learn this in journalism school. 3 things: beginning, middle, end. This end section is tactical. This end section tells your audience what only you can say, okay? In this tactical section, which usually in a book consists of chapters 8, 9, and 10, you're now saying, okay, we've told you in the beginning who I am, I gave you a little bit about our story, and now we're going to tell you what to do with it. So this is tactical. This is how our content is going to change your life and your business. This section is where we give you the answers so that you can step out the door and feel like we have delivered value. Thank you for being with us today, and there's more, so stay tuned.